Well, I see y'all enjoying this music that we got going on here. I'm a house head, and hopefully y'all are too. Are you a house head, Bev?
Some house.
Some house?
Yes,
all
some
right.
house.
So we about to get into our conversation. Mm, mm, mm. So while we were on this musical break, we technically were not on a break.
No,
we weren't. We were on here, talking to people on Periscope as well as Facebook Live, talking a little bit about sex versus menopause, and we didn't really delve into it too much, but we are definitely here, talking about the effects. Like I'm going through perimenopause, and Bev is actually going through menopause, and I'm sure y'all probably wondering exactly what's the difference between the two. Now, what is menopause? Okay, do you know what menopause is?
I always thought that it was a hormonal change that you go through.
Mm-hmm.
And after a certain time, because we go through the whole thing, the time we're supposed to be bearing children up until the time that we're done bearing children. So our bodies go through that transition. Mm-hmm. And we start to lose certain hormones and things like that. That's what I got out of it.
That's what you got out of it?
But that's not what happened to me.
She said that's not what happened to her. What exactly did happen to you? Really?
I actually had to go through brain surgery at the age of 33.
Oh, wow.
And had an aneurysm. So after that, it kind of threw me in to menopause. So it was like I went through that whole premenopausal, and then I'm in it now. Even though like my uterus is gone and things like that, I still have my ovaries. I had to think about that. I was like,
wait a minute, hold on. Something about this is different.
I had a partial. But and they sit up there and they say if you get a partial, you keep that. It won't throw you into menopause, and because the hormones are still there. But it was something that triggered with my surgery that threw an imbalance off. Okay. So, I went through the whole thing, and it started with the hot flashes. I'm sitting up here like, yo, why am I hot? Like it's cold outside, but I'm hot. I'm just, it's something wrong with this.
All right. Before you finish that. Okay. So to you, menopause is?
When the hormones.
The hormones.
Yeah. Just.
Excuse me for a second. You got
hair
lash all up on your hair, whatever. All right. So, okay. So just so people are, clear on what menopause is, everyone is on the same page with, especially people that are dealing with it and people that are about to deal with it, et cetera, what we hear from our, growing up, my mother, my grandmama, and all that other stuff. We get certain things. We don't normally get the exact pinpoint what menopause is. We just get, I got hot flashes. I heard more about hot flashes than anything. I didn't hear about the other stuff that goes down with menopause. But menopause is a normal condition that all women experience as they age. The term menopause can describe any of the changes a woman goes through either just before or after she stops menstruating. And that marks the end of her reproductive period. So that means that, normally when you go through menopause, you're not going to be able to have children. Although I know some people that have had babies, gotten pregnant when they went through menopause and didn't have no menstrual cycle or nothing, and they still raw dogging it. Menopause, baby. Yep. So, you still have to wear that. You still have to make sure you taking some pills or something and having that man strap it up, because if not, dun 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 dun,
yep.
baby. We're gonna name the baby Minnow. My child named Minnow. Yes.
Like why? Why is your child named Minnow?
Menopause. Minnow, middle name pause. So, and that's the truth. Like you don't realize that with women, we go through so much and we are not really given the proper term. All we ever hear is, oh my God, you got hot flashes. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? And Bev need to get into this pit closer. Girl, people got to see your face. Dang.
Can you see me now?
They can see you now.
No, because I got the big ball in my face.
Sorry, try it.
There you go.
Trying to get the ball out your face. Okay. So, but aside from everything else, that's what menopause is. Now, menopause, we got to talk about the causes of it. And see, a woman is born with a finite number of eggs. Finite meaning is opposite of infinite. So that means that she only has a certain amount of eggs, which is stored in the ovaries. Now the ovaries also also make the hormones like estrogen and estrogen, which control menstruation and ovulation. Menopause happens when the ovaries no longer release the eggs, like they do every month, and then menstruation stops. Menopause is definitely considered a normal part of aging when it happens after the age of 40. Sometimes that's true. Then the reason why I say some of that is true, because what happens is that some people go through early menopause because of certain things, like what Bev had when she went through things like when she went through a surgery. Okay. I almost had some situation like that happen to me. When I was having fibroid issues and I was having so much blood coming out of me that they was like, hey, we're going to have to give you a hysterectomy. And I was like, oh, no, you're not. I'm not doing that. And so what happened was they ended up giving me this thing called, dang, it just slipped my mind.
Wow.
That is not good.
No.
It'll come to me. But they did something with the, the arteries. They put these pellets inside the arteries and to stop the blood flow to my, to the fibroids. And I'm telling you, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. They was trying to give me birth control, like 4 pills a day, which could have caused cancer. I was losing so much blood that, of course, my hemoglobin levels was low, and that they wanted to give me
transfusions and
talking about transfusions, and they wanted to give me iron pills, and those iron pills, the ones that they give you at the hospital, they also cause cancer. So I wasn't trying to do any of that. So anyway, so I'm gonna go back real quick, and then we're gonna come back to what we just started talking about with Bev and then myself. Also, too, the other thing that can cause menopause, or people that can go through menopause early, is surgery such as hysterectomy, chemotherapy, which can also happen. And you'd be surprised how there's women that are 20 years old that's already kickstarted into menopause, because a lot of them had situations with their fibroids, and these are women that never had children. Some of them never even had sex with men.
Right.
But they had to have this, they opted to take the surgery because that's what was offered to them. And then next thing you know, bam, they in menopause and they're in their 20s. So, part of it's true that menopause happens after the age of 40, but at the same time, it's not the most guaranteed thing that's going to take place. So, getting back to
also,
yes,
when they sit up there and they say whenever your mother went through it, like whenever her menstrual stopped and she started going through it, that's the roundabout time that you will.
That's
they have
funny.
said that
my mother went through it probably to the age about close to 50, 60. She was still having her menstrual.
Wow.
Yeah. No! Wait a minute. Wait. No, not me.
It's not a guarantee. That's all right.
Don't touch me.
That's all right.
I feel so dirty. I don't want to go through this no more.
Well, it's not a guarantee. Because I started younger than my mother.
A titty. A titty.
A titty.
A titty.
A titty.
A titty.
A titty.
Clutch the pearls. A titty.
But don't be too discouraged.
Don't be too discouraged. What?
I said don't be too discouraged.
A titty.
I mean, I started at 9. My mother started at 16.
Yeah.
So that wasn't true. So, I mean, and I don't know when my mother went through it.
She ain't talk about it?
She don't even remember when she stopped.
Well, dang, mama.
Exactly.
Dang, mama. She don't remember when she stopped it did.
Nope. So.
Do I want some juice? What kind of juice? Cranberry juice? Anyway. All right. So she talked about a little bit about her hysterectomy. Did you get a partial at first or you got the complete?
No, I got a partial.
So you right now